You're into the...
All right, we're back. Sorry, man. We're back. But, you know, the early signing period, it doesn't really do a lot for me. We're at Twain right now.
You called this. It's 27-0
yes!
final.
Fucking right.
Final. Sell.
Yes!
You can sell out of the studio. 27-0 the final.
Nice.
We're only going to miss the first segment. That's it.
I don't know about that.
We're going to miss the first segment.
Hey, Mike, you missed it. 27 donut, Ohio U over the Aztecs of San Diego State. Yes! Another win. Now, I didn't call it on here, so I'm not going to count it as a win.
How about Pro Bowl snubs?
Who gives a fuck about Pro Bowl snubs? Oh, I want to get 40 tackles. I got your fucking 40 tackles. Who gives a shit? Oh, I'm a Pro Bowl. I'm a fucking... Hey, look, Church's Fried Chicken.
Church's, I
like Popeyes.
Fried chicken.
I like
Popeyes is up in the
Popeyes is
side.
badass, dude.
Popeyes is better than Church's?
All day, and twice on Sunday.
Really? What do you get at Popeyes?
Oh, I mean, I get the spicy chicken. What else?
Spicy chicken. Okay, all right. I've never had Popeyes.
Oh, the gravy's good.
Sometimes between shows,
buddy. We have a Popeyes right across the street from us. Popeyes, you owe us money, but we have a Popeyes right across the street from the studio. But you know what you do is when you get the chicken nuggets, the chicken strips, not nuggets. The strips are really good, but for your dipping sauce, you use the gravy from the mashed potatoes gravy. That's how they do it in New Orleans. It's so fucking good.
Let's go there.
Yes.
I want to go there now.
I know. I'm dying.
Popeyes chicken strips with the dipping gravy.
Yeah, you got
not the sauces that they provide.
It's the gravy.
The gravy.
You use the gravy from the mashed potatoes and gravy. And folks, what do you get from here? From Place Your Bet? You get food. You get sports. You get entertainment. You get everything. Oh, and by the way, on the Sports Circus today, I brought on the grandson.
You had Curly G.
Of Curly Howard. Yes, and he has an Uncle Mo Howard. This guy is directly involved. He's from the family. He sounds just like Curly.
Oh, man.
He looks like him. It was ridiculous. Come in studio.
Yes.
Yeah, he's going to come in studio. He wants to come in studio. Very exciting stuff.
And where does Curly G perform?
All over. I mean, everywhere.
He's on tour.
He was just in Chicago recently. He was in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yep, there's our street. We're coming up on Sahara.
We're gonna make it. We're gonna make that second segment.
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, no, we got five. There's a 3-minute break.
You got your key?
Yeah, I got the key.
All right.
I got the key. Where's the key?
All right. So right now, Mike, we're at the corner of Sahara and Decatur, and there's a Chase Bank. Go get us some money.
Chase Bank. I usually stop at El Pollo Loco. I like El Pollo
Loco.
Loco.
The crazy chicken. There it is.
Yeah,
let's zoom in.
I like El Pollo Loco.
Come on, there it is.
We got some good eateries around here.
There's the crazy chicken.
Right?
Yeah. Watch.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts, right? It's great if you want to have a donut.
No donuts.
Why?
I haven't had one donut.
Why the fuck would you go to Dunkin'? Oh, because you get the coffee.
The coffee, yeah. I don't donut.
Jesus
I can't get a donut. But I go in there, I swear to you, every day.
Donuts are good.
I go in there and I order 182 donuts. Or I go in there and say, I want 6 dozen donuts. Or I'll go in there and I'll say, I have a large coffee and every donut you have.
Well, right. It's like
because I just dream for donuts.
Why don't you eat them? Have a donut once in a great while.
It
takes 6 days to digest a donut.
I know. I don't want a donut.
So you have one fucking donut. That's it. One donut, and then nothing for the rest of the year.
I mean, look.
It's okay to have a donut once in a while. Mike, isn't it okay to have a donut? Damn it.
No, it is okay to have a donut, but I'd rather skip the donut and have a pizza once in a while, right? I'd rather do that.
Winner.
Yeah. Okay. So like something like that.
Yeah. Let's face it, folks. We're here all week.
And
Tip your waiter.
Also, it's too easy to get a donut. If I'm going to...
Well, you're at Dunkin' Donuts every goddamn day.
That's what I'm saying. It's too easy. If I go there,
get the French donuts.
If I go there and get a donut, then where do I draw the line?
You don't draw the line.
Right?
There's never a line. We don't care about lines. Except if you're crossing over on the street here.
Yes.
There's Sahara. Car dealer. You owe us money. All right, and here's the Dunkin' Donuts that Tommy is talking about.
Right up here on the left?
Is right up here on the left because...
Coppos is here, though. We should check out Coppos when they're up here on the left.
I know Nico that owns that place.
I've never been to Coppos.
That's Nico's place.
Okay. The place I like
he's from my hometown. He's from
Oak
Park.
Here from your hometown.
He's from Oak Park.
Sure.
That's a really good dim sum place.
Dim sum and dim sum.
Yeah, Coppos is right there, but
you took us to the good dim sum.
Right, this is a really Orchid's Garden.
Look at the size of that.
Oh, this place is badass right there.
Really?
Oh yeah, and guess what? Right across the street, boom, there's a Ferrari dealership. Why? It's Vegas.
It's right across the street from Coppos. It's a Ferrari dealership. Yeah. Maserati. Wow.
Yeah, there it is. All right, for everybody. Yeah, last time you saw a Ferrari dealer, well, guess what? It's Vegas. Yes. That's what we do here.
You think anyone's ever hit it big at the casino and drove up here and bought a Ferrari?
Why not?
That's probably happened, right?
Fuck yeah.
That would be a good interview. That would be a good interview for the Ferrari dealership. One of the long time.
Yeah. You guys, Ferrari and Maserati in Vegas, you owe us money.
Yeah. Like how often? Like when's the last time someone on the strip hit it big, won $500,000 and said, you know what, I'm driving a Ferrari.
That's badass, man. I want to see the guy that won $500 million and say, I'm going to get myself a G5. I want a G5.
You mean the private jet? Yeah, the G5.
The Gulfstream 5.
Yes, the Gulfstream 5. Yeah, I've flown on the G5 many times.
And folks, if you got to ask what a G5 is, you don't know what the hell it is. And there's Dunkin' Donuts that Tommy always goes to, right over there.
Dunkin' with my 3 75-year-old friends, they're not there right now.
Yeah, of course
not. There right now.
No, because they're fucking sleeping. As soon as the street lights come on, they go to sleep.
There. Okay, we're going to pull it right
I know.
after the
really?
next...
You think I don't know where my fucking studio is?
Because I don't know. Because you usually come from the other direction. So
don't worry about that.
Sure.
All right, here's our place. Right here next to 7-Eleven with homeless people and such. All right, I'm just gonna drop you off. I'm gonna park the car.
Run in there and get it
Run
going.
in there, okay. Set everything up. And Mike, we're gonna be on. Look out, fuckers! I'm coming through. We're gonna be on in just a few minutes on the regular sports circuits in the studio. And I'm sorry, the place your bet, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm talking about.
Got 3 shows.
I can't help myself. There's our station.
Wait till you get more shows.
I know. Get in there. Hurry up. I'll be in there in a second. Oh, hold on. He's got to get his Merce. Get your Merce and get your purse, your Merce. Hey, you picked up my... What are you doing? You got shit everywhere.
I dropped a couple hats.
Jeez, dude. All right, he's knocking shit everywhere. Perfect. All right, now I got to park my car. Tommy's an absolute disaster right now because his car broke down. And now, there he is. Look, he looks like a fucking burglar trying to get in the building. All right, now I got to park this thing and get ready. Now I'm trying to park my car. Hopefully I won't hit this fucking parking block. All right, what are we listening to? That's the worst fucking music ever. Jesus, let's get Elvis on. We got Elvis fucking radio right there. Yes! Okay. There we go. I think I'm in my spot. Okay, now I'm going to walk in. And I think I'm going to restart this because I don't want all the... Although it was kind of funny, I guess, listen to it. What do you think, Mike? Should I leave this run? I'll leave it on until I get your answer. Should I leave this run until whatever and then just play it? Because it is kind of fucking stupid, but I don't know. Oh, God, what a terrible parking job. Oh, man, I got to straighten my car up. God damn it. All right, I'll leave it run. All right, I got to back up. Oh, shit, hit the fucking reverse button. Yeah, because I'm way out. I was way out of my line. You'd swear I'm 99 years old. All right, let's straighten this thing up. That's good enough. You don't like it? Fuck them. That's the end of that. Okay, we're going in. All right, good deal. Yeah, now I'm in the lines. All right, hit my alarm, and there it is. All right, here we go. Worst thing is I got to go to the bathroom, so I'm going to have to set this thing down. I'll pause it for a minute while I'm running to the little boys' room. Tommy's going to have to come back out here. Here, there's our station. Look, KSHB 1400, home of your Arizona Diamondbacks. There's the big microphone. Okay. All right, he's on here right now. Oh, he's already doing the read. All right, perfect. He'll keep talking. Hey, look, it's Santa Claus. Nice. All right, give me a second. I'm going to pause this. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Now, make it so you can actually hear. Here, you can hear it. There, now you can hear it. I'll be right back.
Hey everybody, we're not going to say happy Wednesday today. We're just going to say happy to be here at AM 1400 KSHP Las Vegas, and welcome to Place Your Bet. This is Tommy T, and I'm here with my buddy Sal, the bookmaker. Sal is only giving one-word answers today, so we didn't really give you the pick today, but we can't help but we knew that Ohio University, the Bobcats of Ohio, dominated the San Diego State Aztecs, completely hammered them, and won the game 27-0. I believe that was the DXL Frisco Bowl. I don't know if that game was played in San Francisco, but the Bobcats did it. They dominated that game, and We also, in sports world today, we had the Houston Rockets setting a record for three-pointers made in a game. They made 26 three-pointers today, and I'm sure that they wish they saved some of those for the playoffs, because if you remember last year, the Rockets set a record for the most three-pointers missed in Game 7 against the Golden State Warriors, and that's how they lost that game. It was a debacle last year. They were something like 1 for 30 in three-pointers last year, and they certainly could have used some of these three-pointers for last year. So we have to give the Rockets a gong of approval. First time we ever give a gong of approval without getting chastised by anyone here in studio, because I think that Tommy T is the only one that likes the gong of approval here, because Tommy T is the only one that does the yoga and the Pilates and all the hot classes. But what am I going to do? I mean, like that's my thing. That's what I like to do. Happy to do it. And we are happy for the Houston Rockets, I guess, for setting the record for the most three-pointers ever made in an NBA game, 26. Man, that's ridiculous. 26. What is that? That's 78 points just off of three-pointers. Man, has the game changed. You know, there's some talk that the NBA is toying with the idea of setting up a 4-point line, which would be somewhere in the 35 to 40 feet range.
All right.
And, you know, they're just going to make the...
I got a call. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, here we go. Going in.
What's next? If you make a Jerry West 3/4 court shot, is that going to be a 7-point shot?
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's not ridiculous.
But that's what the NBA is doing. That's what the NBA is looking at. They're looking at constant ways to make the game a scoring machine and just trying to, attract young players. They're trying to make a video game out of that. Right, Bookmaker? I mean, the NBA is just trying to make a video game out of their own game.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that, I guess.
I mean, look, that's what Adam Silver wants. He wants scoring, right?
He wants scoring. Yes,
All right,
that's what he wants.
So if you want scoring, I'd say make the half-point, or make the...
half-court shot.
Yeah, make the half-court shot. It's on.
Okay.
Make the half-court shot a 4-point shot. I'd love to see it.
Okay. Well, so half-court shot. You know who's going to dominate that is Steph.
Whatever. I don't give a damn who does it. I just want to see it happen. I mean, look, I'm all for craziness. I mean, look, if you're going to add a 3-point line, why not add a 4-point line? And let's face it, if you want to make a 5-point line, make it below the free throw line on the other side of the court.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what the NBA is toying with.
Buddy, I'm cool with that.
Well, don't you think then the NFL should follow suit? And if you kick a 60-yard field goal, it should count 5 points.
Well, I think if you can kick a field goal from your own 20-yard line, from inside the 20, why not make it 5 points?
Hey, listen, they're making 60-yarders. A couple 60-yarders already this year. The Giants lost the game at the buzzer on a 60-yard field goal with the Carolina Panthers.
Right.
Graham Gano.
Right.
And then the Cowboys guy, what's that guy named? Marr, he made a 62-yarder against the Eagles. Okay. So they're making 60-yarders. So, I mean, I guess that's possible.
Well, look, I'm okay with it. I like the idea that, look, if they're gonna, here we can put this mic in front of Schmitzicle.
Yes.
If
they're Schmitzicle on the air.
Right. Yes. All right. You guys will see it on Facebook Live in just a minute here. I know it's a little dark. But anyway, I look at it this way. If you're going to go ahead and you're going to get creative with the league, then why not really be creative with everything instead of just be selective on it? I mean, let's face it. What are we doing here on Place Your Bet? I'm not even in the microphone yet, and I'm still talking.
We can hear you.
Yeah, all right. So here we go. All right, now I got the mic in front of me. I'm going to plug in everybody on Facebook, yes! Facebook Live. Yes, we're back. Now everybody can hear us. All right, so the fact is, look, if you're going to go ahead and add a 4-point line, a 5-point line, kicking, 70-yard field goals, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I mean, why not just keep going with the mayhem? If we're already on the mayhem path, let's continue on with the mayhem, don't you think?
Absolutely. We're in total agreement with that.
Absolutely.
All right, and we got our board back up and running today for some reason, so I'm playing with it already. Listen, I got to admit, I gave a gong of approval before you got here.
Of course you did.
You didn't, yeah, because, and I said it's the first time I've ever been given the gong without being chastised on here, so it felt good. And I gave it to the Houston Rockets for hitting 26 3-pointers in a game, setting the record for most 3-pointers in a game, which by my account is 78 points off of just 3-pointers. That's ridiculous, isn't it?
I mean, look, why don't they just move the 3-point line back a little bit? And here's what I really think they ought to do with the 3-point line. They ought to make it basically as a real arc, but, never mind the corners. Hold on. Take the corners out, but extend it out maybe another 3 to 5 feet. Because right now, it's really easy.
Okay.
Oh, this is
all right.
It's live, folks. Anything can happen. You never know what's going on. Tommy, you're in controls over there. I have no idea what happened.
Well, it's the first time ESPN ever played something on here.
What?
That was good. It was good music. It was good underlying music. It was fine.
All right, just go with it. Just go with
fine.
it.
Yeah, we're going with it.
But what I'm trying to say is if they move the line back, if they move the 3-point line back, maybe, 3 to 5 feet, and take the baselines away, right? I'm just saying, this is because right now it's too easy to shoot a 3-point shot.
Well, they've toyed
for
with
these guys.
They toyed with the idea of making the court bigger because, of course, these guys have gotten bigger and taller and faster, and they say that the NBA player of today has basically outgrown the dimensions of the court.
I would
agree.
Give a big round of applause for that. I absolutely agree.
Oh, wow. Okay. Very good. Very good. Right? Yeah. So I thought that was interesting.
Well, I like that because it is true. I mean, with all the steroids in the food now, people are bigger now, right? People are larger. There's more steroids in the food.
And they're moving better.
They're moving faster.
Yeah,
so why don't they raise the net 1 foot?
They've toyed with that idea as well.
Yeah, it's too easy for a slam dunk.
Well, it wasn't easy for LeBron James to slam dunk yesterday against the Brooklyn Nets.
That was the first. That was the first play of the game, pretty much. So he got packed for the 10th time, 9th time in his life.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell it is. Who cares?
Jared Allen. But
it's a non-story.
Well, you know what? I'm glad that you said that because it was all over. I mean, I wasn't really watching the 4-letter network much today, but as I was scrolling through channels, it was all over. It's all they were talking about.
Yeah.
So when I watched the video, first of all, the guy that blocked the shot is like 7'1".
Right.
He was standing at the rim. Well, of course, he's going to get higher than LeBron. It wasn't this outstanding block that I saw.
And he was still bowled over anyway.
Yeah.
Because James is so damn big and strong.
And he goes in with such authority.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But, listen, I mean, they've all been blocked. Michael Jordan's been blocked. They've all had a shot blocked at the rim.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Right. So it's a non-story.
It doesn't matter.
No. But see, the fact
is Tommy T learning or what?
Right. But the idea is at least, all right, look. He's completely lost my train of thought. But the idea with this whole thing is, look, people are making shows, the entire shows, because they're so thin on content for today. They're saying, well, that was kind of a big deal. And let's go ahead and show every other block that he's ever had. Nobody gives a damn.
Yeah, I know.
Really?
Well, the other thing is
zero.
Well, the other thing is LeBron is at this stage of his career.
And Derek says, hold on. Derek Meyer says, you're right. You have 6'8" guards right now in the league. And that seems to be like the norm.
It is the norm.
Right. Too many steroids in the food.
I don't know if it's steroids in the food. I don't know why these guys are growing so big. I don't know why it's working out this way. Not only are they being bigger, but they're so much more agile. They're so much quicker than, I mean, I watched.
We're going back to the old prehistoric days. Pretty soon dinosaurs are going to be out there. Hence the Tyrannosauruses.
They're the Raptors. What's wrong with the Raptors?
Dude,
do we not like the Raptors?
No, I like them.
Listen, is their real name the Velociraptors? Because I love that.
It should be the Tyrannosauruses. There's no better name in professional sports.
Okay.
I want to hear from everybody on Facebook Live. In fact, why don't you call in at 702-221-7283. 702-221-7283.
And say that when you call in.
702-221-7283. Hey, watch the phone lines today in case somebody...
I'm always watching the phone lines.
You never watch the phone lines.
Well, have I missed a call yet?
I don't know.
No, we've never missed a call. Has anyone said, hey, Sal? Has anyone texted you and said, hey, Sal, I've been trying to call, but I can't get through. You guys don't answer the phone.
I don't know.
I've never missed a call.
But because you don't watch the damn thing.
Listen, I got the caller thing ready.
Yeah,
Look, it's ready to
so
go.
you got it ready. All right, show everybody on Facebook Live. All right, so you got it ready.
I got the caller ready. All I got to do is push that button, boom, and go. That's all I got to do.
Yeah, but you got to watch the lights over there on the phone.
I did it once. Answer the phone. That I hit
Then
it
you
twice,
hit twice,
and
it connects
yes,
in. Exactly.
We've been
hey, listen,
schooled.
Mike or Derek, somebody call in and test it because I don't know if Tommy really knows how to do this.
I think I
really
do.
don't.
702-221-7283 here at AM 1400 KSHP Las Vegas. What? Why are we doing a station ID?
I don't know. Why do you do that? They do it at the top of the hour at 59:50.
I was just telling those guys who they're calling in because we have a receptionist that answers the board.
Right, because they're not watching us right now, and everybody driving right now, they don't know. Hey, well, what station we listen to? When it's a digital printout or a digital display on their car radios or something. Call Derek. I'm eating, says Mike from Paducah, Kentucky.
Oh, sorry, Mike. Mike's eating.
Sorry, didn't mean to disturb your late night dinner.
Mike's eating. Okay, couple interesting things that's happening in the NFL, and you called this a few weeks ago. They're starting to shut down players.
Yeah.
Right? Now, the Giants haven't formally announced that Odell Beckham Jr. is shut down for the year, but it doesn't look like he's playing again this week. He hasn't played the last 2 weeks. He didn't practice today, which is usually the first day of the week on Wednesday. So, good chance that we won't see Odell the rest of the year. The Giants are officially out of it, and why do you want to risk your one superstar? Well, you got two superstars now with Saquon.
Okay,
but why do you want to
they're
risk him?
Paid to play football.
Well, he is injured though. I mean, they're not. It's not a make-believe injury.
Well, look, if he's injured, he's injured. But there's no point in shutting people down. And I'm glad. And look, I'm not a Packers guy, but I'm glad Aaron Rodgers is going to play.
I knew you were going to like that.
Give him a big round of applause because
I saw that.
That's
right?
a stand-up guy. That's the guy who says, you know
He
what?
says I'm a leader.
I'm going to lead my team
Yep.
and get him out there. It doesn't matter whether it's an impactful game or not. But what it does is it shows the team, look, whether we're winning or losing, I'm leading this organization, period.
And we always use Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady as examples for these new guys that come in the
they're
league.
great quarterbacks.
Like Baker Mayfield, Baker Mayfield, what's the other guy? Sam Darnold, Josh Allen. These are the guys that are coming into the league, and who are they going to emulate? Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. These guys are not only great quarterbacks, and of course Peyton Manning when he was playing for years and years. Eli has the same kind of attitude. He doesn't have the same skill level as these other guys, but these quarterbacks that have been around for 15 years, they know how to lead their teams. Baker Mayfield's got to be taking notes. He's got to watch how these guys act. Because if you want to win Super Bowls, if you want to run a team for 10 to 15 years, you got to watch how Drew Brees has done it.
Right.
Right?
I mean, Drew is the consummate professional on and off the field. People love him.
Yes, they do love him. But here's a guy that just got shut down for the season, Cam Newton. Now,
Scam Newton.
Scam Newton, right? Scam
Right.
Newton has been shut down for the season. Now, the word is that he's been playing with a bum shoulder for several weeks.
Oh, stop
And
it.
listen, I have to say,
for 6 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Because they've lost 6 in a row.
Yes, I have to say that he hasn't looked the same. I mean, I thought he had a strong arm. He had that one game they had to take him out of the game and have the backup come in and throw the Hail Mary pass at the end of the game because he's clearly not the same Cam that we're used to seeing. But I got to tell you, at this point of his career, he's in the league 6-7 years now. Where's Cam stand? In the last minute in the second segment of the show, is Cam fallen out of? Well, he was never in the top tier of quarterbacks.
Well, he was in the top tier.
Well, he won an MVP in 2015.
He was in the top
right?
tier for sure.
But he's not in the top tier anymore.
No, I think
he's clearly fallen out.
I mean, look, this guy needs a change of scenery. He needs a different coach, a different quarterback coach, a different everything that's going to turn his life around.
But
because right now he's not that guy. In the last 30 seconds here, let me say this: I think Cam Newton could use a change of scenery, and you may even see him in a different uniform next season.
Wow.
Folks, we're going to be back here on Place Your Bet in just a few moments. Lots more to come. Don't go anywhere. Oh, shit. All right, mic's off.
10 seconds.
Mic's off. Give me my read. Give me the read.
Give you the what?
The read.
The read. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know all the terms yet.
It's a read.
Well, you told me it was a copy.
It's a read. I got to read. No, this is the copy, but this is the paper itself is the read.
It's the read. Okay. I did the American Business Trust. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, guys.
Now we're up and running.
I'll be reading this one again, as always. And pretty soon, these guys are going to be able to read the reads. They'll be able to read the copy. We'll have Mike as a regular listener and watcher, so...
This one's going to be longer because this is technically our first break, not our second break. So this is going to be a little
All right,
longer.
so what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to advance... You're going to have to advance the
scroll?
To when at the top of the hour, you're going to have to advance all the way to the end of the show at our next break, because technically our next break is break number 2.
Okay, so how am I going to do that?
You should be able
Do I
to.
go into options and scroll? Do the scroll?
Hold on. What's? Can we slide these up?
Yeah, he showed me how to do that
All
with
right, here's
this.
what we're doing, guys.
Copy today's air log. He showed me how to do this.
All right.
Real-time event table.
Yeah, he showed you, but you don't remember.
Well, because I didn't think I had. He didn't show me. He was doing it. Something. Like, wait a
All
second. He's a fucking kid. This fucking kid. He shows you, but you don't remember it.
This guy. You said it, man.
Cell doesn't miss anything. I swear to God. Cell doesn't miss
Oh,
anything.
access violation.
No, that's not it. That's not it. So
What the hell are you
done.
doing? All
All right,
right.
go back to options. Cart recorder.
No.
No. Laser blade. No.
Jump. No, jump.
No.
Yeah, let me see what jump and requeue says.
That's it. So
All
I
right,
could
here's our schedule.
requeue. So
Hey, you guys are getting behind the scenes look of all this crap. All right, because see here. Right now we're at, here, 41. We're at the right one. No, look. It says 41. Look. 41. I mean, even though
Okay.
these are out of sequence, look. At 41, what happens at 21:01?
okay.
All right, goes back to Spot Break, Weekend Promos, and then it goes to the Gab Radio thing, and then it goes to Sports Byline. That's right.
Okay, so you're good. So you're on in 30 seconds then.
Yeah, 30
Okay.
seconds.
All right.
Okay.
So I did know how to do it. What we did together. You said jump
This guy.
requeue.
This guy. Who is this guy?
I did know how to do it, right?
Hey, this fucking guy.
Well, listen. I hit options and you said jump and requeue. We double teamed it.
Oh, my God.
You got 10 seconds.
I know I got 10
I'm gonna
seconds.
hit the Tony Bennett bump.
What?
I'm gonna hit the Tony Bennett bump. Here we go.
All right. That's bumper music, by the way. Don't kill the music. Kill the music.
Already?
Kill the music. Kill the music. Hit it again. Right there. Because I've got the commercials going right now.
I hit the bump too.
Right. Also, you could call in and participate with our chaos if you dare. Join me and celebrity guests for Havoc and Mayhem weekdays at 5 p.m. here on KSHB 1400. Remember, folks, it's a circus, and we prove it every day. Here we go. I got to take this plug out.
Jeez.
Well, Tony Bennett's playing right now.
He is such an amateur.
That's all right. Hey, you've had a rough day.
What a day.
All right, don't worry about it. All right, we got Tony Bennett singing in the background. And I'm going to start reading this in just a moment.
Tell me what the.
No, I know. When I signal you, I want you to kill the music. All right, fade it down right now. Back to Place Your Bet. This segment is brought to you by Kelly Vegas, helping people just like you create and host your very own radio, TV, or multimedia talk show. Kelly Vegas can help you with everything you need to get out of sitting in hours of traffic every day and host your very own talk show in your very own studio. Call Kelly Vegas right now at 949-445-1119. That's 949-445-1119. 949-445-1119. Or visit them at kellyvegas.com. That's CALI Vegas.com. And tell them Place Your Bet sent you. Oh.
I gave Sal the gong of approval today because Sal's been a true mensch today. He's been very supportive of Tommy T all the way through, and today he came through again for me. So you get the gong of approval.
Good. Give me $10,000 instead. I don't need your gong. Just give me the stack.
That's all I can do for you right now. But the gong of approval is a big deal.
Remember 7 for 77.
Yeah, I know 7 for 7. Believe me, I know 7 for 7.
7 for 77. You blew it.
I didn't blow it. Believe me,
All right.
because I had no doubt.
All right.
There was no doubt.
Well, when it happens again,
that was the real deal. There was no doubt. Yep.
all I know is the steak dinners for everybody. All right, moving on.
At
the place.
circus.
At the
The
place.
circus is going to the circus.
That's right.
Okay. So, hey, listen. I'd love to start getting some guests on Place Your Bet here. I know that you're the master of getting guests on your other show. You know, and I like to start, targeting some people. There's some people here in Vegas that I'd love to get on the show. For one, namely, I'd love to try to get Ed O'Bannon, the former star of the UCLA National. Yeah, we don't got to do that. I mean, not everyone that you've had on the show has been a superstar.
I'm just asking you a question.
I like Ed O'Bannon. I like what he did. He took on the NCAA because they were using his likeness in those video games, and he won a big court case, and he basically changed the way.
So that means he could sponsor his segment.
Well, so I don't know if he could sponsor a segment, but
He's
let's
got
get him in
money
there.
for it. He could pay.
Well,
Take some of your money and pay us.
Well, he might work for one of these auto dealerships around the corner. He's been a car salesman in Vegas for many, many years.
Okay, so he's been a car salesman in Vegas, yet he settled a big lawsuit. What's wrong with that picture?
Well, what is wrong with that picture? You
I
tell
don't know.
me.
I'm just asking
A guy finishes his playing career after getting drafted by the Nets, after winning the national championship in 1995 for UCLA.
Yeah, I know all
he was
that.
the Final Four MVP. He was
I know
terrific
that.
in that, right?
Yeah.
So he goes and plays in the NBA. He didn't have a good professional career like he had hoped. Finishes his career probably way prematurely. And then what does he do? He ends up picking himself up, getting a job here. I don't know. I mean,
I'm okay with that. I mean, look, Levon Kirkland is out selling cars. Right now, he does it. I forget the name of the all-decade team for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, and former Clemson linebacker. Yes, no, I'm saying, but while he's working over here in Vegas selling cars, maybe around the corner, he noticed he's playing video games and he notices that his likeness is being used on a video game for the NCAA.
Right.
Well, I don't know what game it was.
I got all the story. I know the story.
And he decided that he was going to take on.
I know you said that, but I want to know about the guest thing. I know the story.
Let's get him.
You get him, I'll hold on.
Okay, so listen.
So maybe Ed's listening. Ed, listen. If you are listening, why don't you call in right now, 702-221-7283, and you could be a guest. How do you like them
right
apples?
now, today.
You can
right
call
now.
in
Call
right
in,
now.
Ed, and tell us how you took on the NCAA. I'd love to hear it.
Or you could take Tommy T to lunch, and then you can tell him there.
Ed made one of these. He beat one of those. UCLA. Ed was a good player at UCLA.
Yeah, he was. He had a brother, too, didn't he?
Yeah. Charles.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they were from Artesia High.
Right.
Yep. Neither one of them made it in the NBA. But you know what? Not everyone makes it in the NBA. You know, I learned years ago when I used to always study college basketball. I've been a big college basketball fan forever. As you know, I grew up in Big East country. I always loved the Big East. One of the things I learned is if you see the All-American teams in college basketball, how few of the guys make it in the NBA. And I started realizing first-team All-Americans, they don't have a guaranteed career in the NBA, which tells you how tough it is to make it in the NBA. So that's what I started realizing. I never knew how difficult it was. I remember just this random player back in the 80s. His name was Rod Griffin. He was a star player at Wake Forest. He was a first-team All-American. Never even got a sniff in the NBA. And
why? Ask yourself why.
Because he wasn't good enough.
Right. There's so much competition.
Yes, wasn't good enough.
There's only a handful of guys that make each squad.
But
That's
yet an All-American team in college playing for Wake Forest, playing the ACC, playing against Duke and North Carolina, NC State. Back then, Wake Forest had a good team. They were never the best, but they were up there. And he just didn't make it. And I only remember, I'm sure there's many, many guys that have made the All-American team and haven't made it in the NBA. But that's when I started noticing this guy, Rod Griffin, never even came close. How tough is it to go from the college to the pros?
Yeah, because they really don't have a minor league system. So it's a jump from college to pro for the most part. I mean, you have now your G League, but think about back then. You know, what'd you have? You had the
well, you had the CBA.
CBA,
yes.
And that's basically it. And again, very limited rosters.
When I first saw Phil Jackson on the sidelines as a coach, it was at the Albany Patroons, the old War Memorial in Albany. When I was going to school in Albany, my first 2 years of college, I was at the University of Albany, and Phil Jackson replaced the fired Dean Meminger, and he was the coach of the Patroons.
Right.
Now, people don't realize that Phil Jackson did pay his dues in the coaching ranks.
Sure he did.
He went from the Patroons, and then they brought him into Chicago to be an assistant coach behind Doug Collins.
Right.
And Doug Collins
Doug Collins is the guy that built that team, though. And you got Phil Jackson, who stepped in and basically took the team over that was ready-made. And it's the same exact thing that he did in L.A. So until Phil Jackson actually builds a team from bottom to top, I don't have that level of respect for him that he knows how to build. What has he done in New York all this time? Zero. Big donut. Think about that. And then that's where he won the NBA championship. Right? Just think about this. What has Phil Jackson actually built?
I wouldn't say Doug Collins built the team. I mean, they drafted. I mean, first of all, Jerry Krause drafted the
I know,
players.
it was Jerry Krause's team, but the fact is,
Doug Collins did a good job with that team.
He did a great job.
But he got fired for other reasons, maybe that weren't basketball related.
And what were those?
There were some other reasons. There was a story that he may have been messing around with Jerry Reinsdorf's daughter. So there have been other reasons, right? But the
He's
other
playing
thing is,
hide the salami.
you're right. Jackson took stars and won a lot of championships with those
And
stars.
good for him. Good for him.
And
yeah.
I'm not sure that I'm not sure that anyone else could have taken that Bulls team and won 6 championships in 8 years.
Well, that was really Mike's team.
Well, but
I mean, that was really Mike's
But
team.
Mike realized his full potential under Phil Jackson because Mike Jordan, even though he came in more seasoned than Kobe Bryant, he still had problems with teammates. He still was difficult. He still was a ball hog.
and
He still was a
remember,
gunner.
And that's the reason I got rid of Oakley. He didn't like Oakley.
Yeah,
You're gone.
And
Vanished.
he shot too much. Phil Jackson had to convince Michael Jordan to include his teammates. And Jordan made some of Jordan's greatest plays was passing to John Paxson and Steve Kerr for game-winning shots
That's
in playoffs and finals.
and Craig Hodges.
Craig Hodges, yes.
Yeah.
No, Jordan became Jordan with the help of Phil Jackson. I don't think he would have been as great without
We
Phil
don't
Jackson.
know. Nobody knows.
And I think Phil Jackson then went to the Lakers and had a more difficult time with Kobe Bryant than he did with Jordan. Much more difficult time.
Well, look, it's because of Kobe. It's why Shaq had to depart.
Yes, same thing as Oakley. Like these guys had a difficult time with some of these players.
Yeah.
But Jackson got Kobe. Jackson won 5 championships with Kobe. That wasn't easy.
But I got to tell you, I went through my old basketball cards the other day, and I have 74 Shaq rookie cards.
What?
Well, because when the first time I saw Shaq,
74?
yeah, the first time I saw Shaq play, it was at LSU, and he had the classic 4 sport cards. So the classic came out with a set. You had Topps, Donruss, all those others, and Upper Deck and whatnot. Well, the first time I saw Shaq play, I'm like, wow, this guy's a man amongst boys. I'm going to go out and try to find every card I can on this guy. I ended up with 74 of them. Unbelievable. I did the same thing with Big Frank Thomas. First at bat, I saw Frank take in the big leagues.
Well, what are they worth? I mean, come on.
They range. I mean, from 500 apiece to God knows what.
Okay.
Right? I mean,
All right.
I still have, I think I have 14 Michael Jordan rookies because remember, I was in Chicago. And of course, the home team, they always load the local packs up with the home team players.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I never knew that. So we're still,
So the Shaq thing, that's where I was going with it. So I have a bunch of these Shaq cards. And I'm like, wow, imagine if Shaq would have stayed together. If Kobe could have contained himself, those guys could have won a truckload of championships.
like most divorces, though, it wasn't just Kobe. Shaq was out of shape so much, and Shaq wasn't working as hard as Kobe
How do you
wanted.
know? Were you there?
No, I'm
Were
just
you-
telling you
oh,
what's
you're-
reported. I
okay,
mean, Shaq
like,
gained a lot of weight during his time with
All
the
right,
Lakers.
but remember,
I know.
but it's reported. But
No,
you don't
I
know.
know.
You weren't there. You weren't there. You can't say that.
No, listen. I know. I follow this closely. You can't say, how do you know?
How do
I'm
you know?
following it. I followed it very closely. I was living in L.A.
Okay, but
I
you
was
followed it. Hold on a second.
Yes, it's not like, listen,
time
listen,
out.
you can't dispute what I'm saying.
I
Like, I'm an
can.
expert on this.
Okay.
I'm an expert on this. I know the Lakers. I know the whole Shaq and Kobe thing. I'm an expert. I know this.
You're an
I also
expert.
know that Jerry Buss, the owner of the Lakers at the time, had a bigger problem with Shaq than Kobe did.
Okay,
That
but
people
remember,
don't realize. People
what
don't
you're
realize
hearing
that
is what's
Shaq-
reported, and you're not in that circle.
people don't realize that even long before that season ended.
microphone up.
People don't realize long before that season ended, in the preseason in Hawaii, Shaq was screaming at Jerry Buss, "You're going to have to pay me. You're going to have to pay me." He wanted $30 million a year. Jerry Buss didn't want to pay him $30 million a year. Jerry Buss had a huge problem with paying Shaq. It wasn't just Kobe. Kobe was acting like a teenage girl. Like Kobe was being a little baby, and he was trying to force a trade out of the Lakers that year too. He said he almost signed with the Clippers.
So what you're
right?
saying, this was an argument
It wasn't-
between two people that had basically the same problem.
It was far more complicated than just Kobe being the problem. It was Shaq, it was Kobe, it was Jerry Buss. It was a triangle. It was the bad triangle, right? It was the bad triangle.
Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, but believe me, it wasn't just Kobe, even though Kobe got the blame for it.
Right.
Kobe got the blame for running Shaq out of town. Everyone hated Kobe for it.
All right. That's good.
And then luckily Kobe got Pau Gasol to come into town. And now he didn't run Pau Gasol out of town. He appreciated Pau. I guess Kobe matured after he turned 30. He matured a little bit, and he was able to play with the center. He respected Pau. Kobe's the one that made Pau. He's the one that used to remind Pau that you're not just one of the best players in the NBA. You're one of the best players in the world. He used to tell Pau Gasol that all the time in the playoffs.
And remember, Kobe could relate to him because of his European roots and
Yeah.
with Kobe's time over in Italy.
Yeah.
So that actually meant a lot. I think there was more there. He actually had something in common with Pau, that he did not have with Shaq.
I believe if Shaq didn't gain 30 to 50 pounds over the course of his NBA career, I believe he would have played much longer. My theory is that you should not be gaining a lot of weight when you turn pro. I know that Shaq came in at 20 years old or whatever, but you got to maintain your playing weight, because if
He just got too comfortable. That's it.
He did. And he did work hard. One of the things that Shaq used to do is he used to use the regular season to work his way into shape. So by the time the playoffs came around, he was in the best shape of the year for himself, but he just gained weight. He just got
he would
bigger.
lumber up and down the court during the regular season.
Oh, he would dominate. Shaq dominated for a 5-year period. I've never seen any player dominate the way Shaq did.
Right.
And there was a lot of people
that's part of it. Hold on. And when I go back to the rookie cards, when I saw him at LSU, I'm like, this guy is a man amongst boys. And I said the same thing with Big Frank Thomas. I saw Frank taking at bat 13, 14 pitches. His very first big league at bat. It had to be 13 to 14 pitches. I'm like, I got to find this kid. And I found every card I could, and that's why I bought all the Frank Thomases.
Did Frank Thomas play football at Auburn as well? So he was a football player too, right?
Yeah,
he was
tight end.
He was an amazing athlete too.
Yeah.
Frank Thomas,
and he's still in tremendous shape.
Yeah, well, he does that eugenics or whatever. He does that.
I don't know. You guys owe us money.
Yeah, I don't even know. I might have got it wrong.
I don't know. He does something, but he's on TV all the time. But Big Frank,
I know you don't like to live in the past, though. I know that you're always directing me to the future.
Well, we have to, because that's what we do. Everybody can pick up a newspaper, or they can look online. Hey, what happened yesterday? Let's think about what's coming up. Make it a little thought provoking.
Okay. All right. So one of the reasons why I went to the NFL to talk about who's shutting down and what players are getting shut down is because we're still playing games. There's still 2 more games to go. The Panthers are shutting down Cam Newton, and they're playing Taylor Heineke. Now he's not with the Carr family. He's not fixing cars. He's not selling beers.
That's the Meineke family, isn't it?
Yeah, the Heineke.
You guys
right?
owe us money
well,
too.
Well, no, it's when the Heinekens and the Meinekes got together.
Oh,
right. So anyway,
and they had a lot of beer.
This guy Heineke's playing this week. They're playing Atlanta, and then next week they're playing the New Orleans Saints. So how does that change how we place your bet? Like, how does that change things?
It doesn't, because New Orleans is going to do what New Orleans is going to do anyway. We already know that.
Is it going to be worse? I mean, they going to?
It's not going to be worse. Okay. It's just going to be the same thing, because New Orleans is going to be resting their guys too, especially in the last game. If they end up with a win and they have the tiebreaker over the Rams anyway, right? So if they both do the same thing, right? So we know the last game, New Orleans is going to be resting players, and they're going to run the ball, but they're not going to be playing that hard because they got to be ready. Yes, they have an extra week off in the NFL, but what's going to happen? They're still going to go through the motions because they have to. But I would look for less output and possibly an unders in the last game for New Orleans of the season.
Okay.
That's how it affects everybody here.
Now, what about teams like the Chargers and the Chiefs, who are going to probably secure their place after this week? They're going to secure their place in the seedings, in the playoff seedings, right?
But the Chiefs have the tiebreaker over the Chargers because of the division records.
So if the Chiefs win this week, they don't need to win that last week of the season. They're guaranteed the number 1 seed.
No, the only way that's going to happen is if the Chiefs win and the Chargers win, right?
Okay.
Now they're still in the same position, but then remember, if the Chargers happen to lose a game, they're done. Okay. And the reason being, if they end up tied as they are, so let's just say one team loses one this week, one loses one next week, then they end up with the same situation they have, and guess what? The Chiefs have the tiebreaker because of division records.
Division records. Okay. Well, so here's in the NFC, the Dallas Cowboys, they only if they clinch the division this week, if they beat Tampa Bay,
which they will,
right? They'll clinch the number 4 seed, but they can't move. They're locked into the number 4 seed.
Is there a better pick on the board than the Cowboys this week?
No, but you've never been on the Cowboys, but you're very confident they're going to pretty much dominate Tampa Bay.
Look, everybody says, oh, the Cowboys had a bad game. Oh, they're terrible. They're a dumpster fire. No, they're not. They had a bad game. Get over it.
Yeah.
The Cowboys are going to take care of business because they have to.
A bad game against a hot team.
Right, exactly. So guess what? Now you've got a lot of games to look at. Folks, we're going to be back tomorrow right here, the same channel, right here on your favorite channel. So make sure you tune in. We're going to have a lot more information for you. And until then, we'll see you next time here on Place Your Bet.
Okay, but we're still behind. Place your bet.
All right, let's take a look at the board.
Yeah. See, this is coming up, so it didn't go to that station identification. And here's the station ID.
Yeah.
There we go.
There it is.
Okay.
Everything's caught up now. All right, folks, this is how we got to leave
I don't think it is. It's going to go to place your bet.
Hold on.
See, we got to fix it here.
Go back to.
Jump and re-queue. Here's re-queue,
Yeah.
right?
All right, now it's resetting. All right, we got to get past.
So we got to get down here, right?
Well, what we need to be able to do is we need to get rid of
That.
place your bets.
Yeah.
Right.
So let's.
Hold on.
So-
We'll refresh playlist. All right, wait. Here we go. Sports bylines next.
Okay.
See, now we're off. Place your bet. I mean, hold on. We're going to stick around and see what this does here.
Okay.
And otherwise, we're going to go right. We're going to go right to pass Gab. We're going to pass all that crap. We're going to have to sit here for a few minutes.
The problem is we're clicking on it, but place your bet's still coming up.
I understand that, but let's just see what happens here. All right, folks, we're going to shut this thing down here on Facebook Live. So for Tommy T, I am South Bookmaker, and we'll see you next time. All right, let's get our Schmitzigal. And there's Schmitzigal.